Welcome to one of my favorite places in the entire Jade Forest zone. Tian Monastery. This is not part of the main story of this zone, but it's honestly one of my favorite side quest chains in Pandaria. This is a really cool insight into one of the ways that the Pandarians go about basically embracing something that they do because they want to. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Like learning how to be a monk. Like the ways of the monk. Not because they're like called upon it or joining the military or such. Just because it's something they want to do. Which is, just one of those things where not a lot of people in real life get to really do something like that. And it's a shame. Because how many of us actually want to do things because we want to do it? Not because we have to or because it, helps out or benefits us in some way. But because it's something we want to do, we're passionate about, Like this whole area is part of that. Now, of course, this was not, of course, part of Pandaria. This is part of the remix event. This is one of those bazaars you go to. This is where I've been going to not only pick up the dailies, but, of course, be able to scrap and upgrade my stuff and utilize the bronze to get other things. And I have 41k. You know what? How about...
What can I do for you?
We go ahead and add another mount to my collection. So, I have enough to... I could get the Garrosh mount, but... what do you guys say we get a world boss mount? What do you say... I'm going to get the Undasta mount, because... Well, let's just say I feel like, for one thing, I don't really make trips to the Isle of Giants all that often. I did so, once to get the Bone Raptor mount. But I'll be honest, I honestly just bought a whole bunch of those bones on the auction house to get the mount. And then turned it in to get it. But I wouldn't want to keep fighting the Undasta World Boss to get it. Partly because, how often do you guys see hunters go there because they want to tank? Here's my thinking. How much... Do you really not care about other people that much, or consider other people that much, that you want to tame a world boss that drops a mount when so many other people there are trying to kill it to get the mount, that you are wanting to deprive other people of that chance to get the mount by taming it as a pet? Like, other things that don't interfere with other players for a pet, that I can understand. But something other people are trying to kill because they're trying to get something, and then you rob them of that because you selfishly want to get it for yourself? Like, how much of a jerk do you have to be to do that? I'm sorry if this sounds like I'm calling out those hunters that do that, but that's honestly how it comes across and feels. So I'm sorry, but yeah. So let's go ahead and grab this. The next one I'll probably get is the Galleon Saddle. And then I will never have to go after any of the world bosses in Pandaria for those mounts ever again. I've already gotten the ones from the War Masters, those Zandalari War Masters, and of course I was able to get this to drop. I've gotten the ones from the raids, and I've gotten the other ones that I wanted, just not the Garrosh one. But I'll get that one as well, and then it'll just be about the tusks.
Safe travels.
And there we go. I now have the Undasta Isle of Giants World Boss mount. And now I don't think I have any reason to ever go back, especially after this event is over, to ever go back to the Isle of Giants ever again. Don't get misled by the attempts there, because that was reset at some point. So yeah, don't think that's like an actual accurate count for the attempts. That was, I had to add on that particular add-on. I know that sounded weird. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. And it reset all my attempts. So Trust me, I've done that a lot more. So anyways, yeah, that's where the bazaar is. So since we're doing questline here, if there's anything else, also this is of course the thing that we can go to do with our dragon flying mounts. But that's not why we're really here. As you can see, there's also quite a few merchants in this area.
Welcome. I hope...
Crystal vials.
Hello. Next
Ruse and brandy.
Hello.
Yao the collector. Actually, hold on. Is my Mog right? I don't think it is. Gotta fix the Mog.
Now, just the thing.
So what I was wanting to do was I was like thinking, you know what? This would be a cool opportunity to show off some of my sets. And now that she's actually... So off camera, after the last part, I did the dailies. And once you... As I've said before, when you level, more content becomes available via things like LFR, the amount of dungeons that you can do, the amount of scenarios that you can do. And as you can see, all these raids became available in LFR. I did those, and now because I hit 60, this opened up, and I actually have not done this yet, so I'll have to go ahead and do this before the night is over, so I can be able to get threads as well as bronze caches from each of these different wings. So, by the way, in case you're wondering, I've decided I'm not going to show the raids because I've actually already done videos on those. If you guys want me to see me show off the raids, head on over to my soloing raid series, and you will be able to see me go through those raids and kind of show them off a bit more proper and talk about them a bit more. It's partly because what I was realizing when I was going through LFR is that there is no way to properly show off these in this event because people are literally running ahead of the entire raid, pulling the boss by themselves. And there's no issue because because of the way this event is, they're able to do so much damage. They don't have to worry about like getting one shot or something because they are the ones literally going in and basically one-shotting the boss all by themselves, while the rest of the raid is trying to catch up to even get to the room or getting locked out. So yeah. So I'm not going to show the raids in this. We're just going to be focusing on the quest, and I might show the dungeons if it follows up in the quest for follow-up. Like, after we do this zone, we may go to the Temple of the Jade Serpent dungeon, but if we do, I'm going to have to do it as a tank, because the tank always skips the other boss just to finish the dungeon, and if I'm actually trying to show off the dungeon for you guys, I can't do that. So, usually if the tank says we're going this way, they will follow the tank, so... This is one of my favorite sets. It's from Mythic Nighthold. I was also kind of showing off this set as well. This is what I got for beating the Mage Tower Challenge as a Havoc Demon Hunter. It's an alternate version of the Tomb of Sargeras set. So I thought about showing this as well, like, because we're here for the Horde. But, you know, I can also show off this one because we are, of course, a Blood Elf, the Sindorai set. But I also was able to finish off the challenge of getting 12 trading posts done. So I got these sets done, which I guess I could show these off, but then you don't really get to, I don't know. I guess we can do that. Here's the issue. Don't these two look exactly the same? They look exactly the same. So what's the point of these two separate sets if they look exactly the same? Like, what is the difference? I'm literally clicking on them, and I'm just like, I don't see a single difference between these two. If anybody knows a single difference between these two, by all means, let me know, because I'm not seeing it at all. Anyways. There's the, one of the other ones. A lot of these sets that I don't really use at all, ever. Alright, I'll figure that out off camera. For now, we'll just go ahead and go back to what we were running before. So, we'll talk to Groundskeeper Wu later. I'm just kind of showing off the grounds here. Like, this whole monastery and the grounds. Like, this is all part of it. Down here is training grounds where you'll see some of the students practicing. like in the cinematic where they showed them practicing while Chen was talking about how, why do we fight? To protect home and family. Still plenty more pupils up here practicing. Master Stonefist. We'll get to know more of these folks here once we start questing, including some others over here as well. For now, let us make our way. By the way, you can see up there, this is what I was talking about earlier. The only ones who can see this is us. That's Eternus. Eternus is just up here just chilling, just looking over, watching, observing, just wanting to know more about all this and what's going on. How often over the years that they were working on changing the timelines, do you think she ever had an opportunity to sit here and just soak in and take in what's going on, you know? It's probably a very odd new experience for her that she never got to do before. Lynn Tenderpaw, we were actually directed to go speak to Lynn here. Lynn, what is this place? It's a monastery, of course. The monks here at Tian Monastery specialize in teaching young Pandaren like me how to fight. All the great fighters started here. Yu Ming the Blade, Liang the Unbreakable, even the great Emperor Xiao Hao studied at this very temple. Or so the legends say.
May your days bring you joy.
Ah, you've arrived at an exciting time. High Elder Cloudfall has agreed to take on a new class of trainees within the monastery. This could be my big chance to finally learn how to fight.
Travel safe.
By the way, remember her and other people we're going to meet here because we're going to be encountering them in other zones later. Just keep that in mind. These are not characters that are exclusive to just this zone. How strange to have such a foreign-looking demon hunter visiting our temple. How do you know what that is? Obviously, I know why that's saying that. I'm just joking about the fact that they're saying that, even though it's built in for them to say whatever class you are. But they shouldn't know what that is, you know. Obviously. You look very strong. You wouldn't have any trouble getting accepted into the monastery. You should talk to the High Elder, up on the balcony above.
Farewell.
High Elder Cloudfall. I like that he's got the shaman shoulders from that set from Black Temple. Welcome to Tian Monastery. I see young Lin has helped you understand the role we fill here in our hilltop village. We are unaccustomed to outsiders. You would do us a great honor to train alongside our younglings. We do not have anything to offer you, Demon Hunter, except knowledge, and perhaps an appreciation of what it means to be Pandaren.
Slow down. Life.
If you are interested in training with us, speak with me again at the banquet tables later this evening.
Oh, hello. I hope to see you.
I heard. The High Elder wants you to train with us. There's going to be a banquet for us, the trainees, and you should probably bring a gift as a sign of courtesy. The oranges in the grove south of the temple are extra sweet right now. Bring some back for the banquet.
Travel safe.
This is one of the things I love about Pandaren culture and society. The amount of times that they just love to throw banquets and feasts. Because, why not? I mean, seriously, how many of you love to be a part of, like, banquets and feasts, right? Hey, what you got? Hey, stop that!
I need a target. I don't have a target.
I'm trying to pick up these oranges, and they are stealing them. It's like, guys, stop it! I didn't want to, but you guys kind of forced my hand. By the way, I also got a number of other extra, like, gems and such while I was doing dungeon scenarios and raids, in case you're curious. So now we're up to 188 at level 60. We'll be able to upgrade our stuff once we get to 61 and higher, but yeah. I've actually swapped out my other major meta to Lifestorm. I've got some other tinker ones here, like Mark of Arrogance, Enkindle, as well, you know, Explosive Barrage, Meteostorm. I have no idea what's the best. Obviously, I'm also still missing some other ones I don't have yet. I guess if I look it up on Wowhead, I could figure out what's supposed to be the best one. But again, we're not really looking to... this is just kind of a funsy going through the quests playthrough. I'm not really planning for high-level content with this character.
Greetings. May your days bring you joy.
Oh, these will do perfectly. What a thoughtful gift. And me? Well, I'm bringing beer, of course. Because they're Pandarans. Of course you bring the brew.
Farewell.
Oh, the banquet should be starting any time now. Go find the High Elder and pay your respects. I'll be right behind you.
Travel safe. Welcome.
So, you'll probably notice at these tables, first off, look at the giant pots of probably stew and food and bowls of rice and such and brew at the tables with various different little extra bits here and there. And you'll notice the mix of, there's Pandarans, there's Jinyu, there's even some Hosen. Now, the Jinyu and Hosen are not sitting at the same table, but the fact that there are some Jinyu and Hosen here as well also just kind of shows, like, here at the monastery, they put aside those kind of things, you know, because they probably would not tolerate that, you know. I doubt, like, the instructors and the High Elder would allow stuff like that to happen here. We'll talk to Zhao in a moment here. I love seeing that you apparently get to fight him. We'll talk to Zhao in a bit. Let's go ahead and continue here. Also, you'll see the Spirit Sage just gonna walk on the table because... yeah. Anyways. Just, oh my gosh, look at the food! Look at the food! Ugh, I hope you guys, man, you guys hungry? Because, doesn't this stuff look good? Look at the fish with the lemon and just,
Tell me of your travels.
Ah, welcome. We are honored to have you as our guest. Today we celebrate not only your arrival, but the initiation of a new class of trainees within our monastery. Please, enjoy the food and drink that we have prepared. When you are ready, I would like to introduce you to some of the monastery's instructions.
I am ready to be introduced to the instructors, High Elder.
May the red crane live forever.
Well, let us start with the three who sit behind me. Before you sits Instructor Miang. She will be responsible for teaching you the most practical fighting techniques. It is said that before she joined our monastery, Miang defeated 100 ravaging Hosen in a single melee.
You flatter me, High Elder. Those Hosen were weak, young, and unskilled. Any other Pandaran would have done the same.
Flatter you? You were 8 years old.
And a half, sir.
Next, we have Master Stonefist. He will be leading your sparring exercises. Master Stonefist is nearly unmatched in single combat. He once defeated 999 challengers in a row. The 1000th challenger cheated. What? Cheated? I never cheat! I love that. Finally, Instructor Zan. His mastery of the very basics of combat has given him a nearly perfect fighting form. Zan, how many practice strikes do your students perform daily? 10,000 strikes every day. And how many do you perform? 10,001. Luckily, High Elders no longer have to perform basic training. I find that I am happier when I am not exercising. Walk and drink with me. Upon this table you see Spirit Sage Gaoquan, the oldest member of our monastery. He has seen many High Elders come and go. He also tends to take these celebrations very seriously. You may have noticed the host and ingenue among us. All are welcome here at the monastery, as long as they have the desire to learn. Finally, this is Groundskeeper Wu. Wu! Yes, hi, Elder. Wu, this is PapaNeeks. She will be joining the other trainees. Hello. We'll be asking you to perform a few chores. Nothing complex, just some tasks relating to the maintenance of our monastery. We are all responsible for maintaining our home. Even the High Elder must occasionally lend a hand. See? I'm helping by picking up this full mug of ale that someone left on the ground. Uh-huh. High Elder privilege, I say. Now you are caught up. And would you look at that? My cup is full again. It is good to be the High Elder. It's good to be the king. Also, I love some of these names. This is Tian Beer Fetcher. I love Pandarans. I love Pandaran names. Wu, are you okay?
Speak up.
After all the punching and the kicking and eating and the drinking, someone's gotta clean up. That's where the groundskeeper comes in.
Goodbye.
We have a whole bunch of trainees, and then we have Zhao. And, he's very large, and he has a whole bunch of bowls of rice and other delicacies in front of him.
Tell me of your travels.
Have you tried the rice? You really need to try the rice.
There is no hurry.
Yeah, I get the impression that rice is a excellent delicacy here in Pandaria.
You have the eyes of one who has traveled.
I'm still loving the interaction the two of them had before.
Slow down.
There is nothing that cannot be mastered through repetition.
Until next time.
If you are strong, then I give you respect. If you are weak, then I give you encouragement. If you are my enemy, then I give you my fist. Several times over if necessary.
White Tiger watch over you.
What wisdom do you seek?
And that concludes our introductions. You should be ready to begin your training. That is, you should be ready to begin your training after we have one more mug of ale. Perhaps two. Shall we?
May you find
Another mug of ale for PapaNeeks. What? Oh, gosh. How long was I out? Ugh. Oh, that Pandar ale really knocks you off your feet. Oh boy. Ugh.
Welcome. Jade Serpent guide.
Zhao does not look up from his bowl. He's got 5 bowls of rice in front of him. Hey, new lady. Glad to see that you survived the banquet. Trial 1 complete. You'd better speak up with Instructor Zan. He'll be expecting you for your daily exercising.
May the
We don't have many rules here, but we do have one particular rule that is worth remembering. If you want to eat, you have to work. Groundskeeper Wu can give you your chores for the day. He's in the market, to the west.
Jade Serpent guide.
Eating is a form of training too, you know.
There is no hurry.
I've got to remember that. Look, eating is a form of training too, didn't you know? All right, Blood Elf, I'd like to see what you're really made of. You'll find my pupils all over the monastery. Challenge them to fights. Push them to their limits. They have been instructed to do the same to you. Win or lose, you both will come out of the fight stronger.
Enough of that.
What, are we embracing the Doomfist mentality that every battle makes us stronger?
Greetings, Wanderer.
I can't say that I mind the food here. Or the beer, for that matter.
May the mists protect you.
Excuse me.
Greetings.
I know what you're thinking. I can see it in your little blood elf eyes. Well, are we doing this or what? Let's fight.
I hope to see you again soon.
It's time for a few traditional welcome to the monastery punches. Oh, man, I thought I had that one. Yeah, I just rained meteors on your head. You didn't have that.
Hello. Next one is on me.
Good fight.
Greetings, Wanderer.
Thank you for the opportunity to get beaten up by you.
Welcome. May the mist protect you.
I don't think I ever stood a chance. I'll see you around then.
Tell me of your travels. May your days bring you joy. Oh, hello.
They're all so polite about getting beaten. Oh, it's like, oh, thank you so much for the opportunity to get beaten up by you.
Next one is on.
Tell me of your travels.
What do you need?
Alright, I've seen enough. No more beating up on the younger pupils. We will proceed to the next phase.
White Tiger watch over you. Until next
Upon the hills to my right, you will find a hosen named Gigi. He too won enough sparring matches to move up the ranks. I think he will provide you with more of a challenge. Challenge him and try to defeat him.
Enough of that. Goodbye.
The Jinyu are long-standing allies of the Pandaren, and we welcome any of their kind into our monastery. Hushan, one of their elder shaman, is one of our newest trainees. His skills as a monk are mediocre at best, but he is still a fierce combatant. He should provide you with the challenge that you deserve.
Until next time. Goodbye.
I doubt that, but...
Do you hear the river's song?
I like this place, although it needs more water. I like it. I challenge you to a fight. Very well. I knew I would lose. The rivers told me so. Yes, I have the hunt back. I'm really happy about it. I missed having the hunt. Now let's see, where is ZZ? Up here, it looks like? There you are. Stand back! ZZ practicing here. Anybody who gets within 5 yards of here is probably going to get knocked out. Maybe even killed. Hiya! You wanna fight, ZZ? Oh, about time someone challenged ZZ. Alright, enough! Stop pitching, ZZ!
White Tiger watch
It appears that I must move you up the ranks yet again, Demon Hunter.
Enough of that.
I must warn you, Demon Hunter. If you continue defeating my best trainees, I will no longer be able to train you, and then you will have no excuse to enjoy the presence of my company. Think wisely before you quickly dispatch any more of my students. It's difficult to tell if he is joking.
Goodbye.
And now we will face Zhao the Eater. Caution! Has been known to throw his food. You may have already met my best student, Zhao, at the banquet tables. I personally would have graduated him several times over, but Instructor Zahn insists that he needs more discipline. If you ask me, discipline means very little if you win every fight you enter. I'm curious to see if Zhao can keep his streak alive against you.
White Tiger watch over you.
Sorry to disturb you from your meal, Zhao.
Hello.
Put down your fork and pick up your fists, I challenge you.
There is no hurry.
Fine. It is time for an open-faced blood elf sandwich. You win, this time. I'd better get back to my size training. Yes, we're gonna call eating size training. Man.
Man, I remember when some of these were like options you could take in like previous expansions for some of those mechanics, like the BFA stuff. Like, remember when Chaotic Transformation was something you got in BFA as part of the Azerite armor? 'Cause I do. Alright. I'll go ahead and grab inertia for now.
What do you need?
I must admit, I was never surprised. You are a born fighter and an excellent demon hunter.
Aw, thank you.
Until next time.
I have taught you everything that I can. It is time you spoke with Instructor Miang. The fights that she stages are less traditional than the sparring matches I am used to. Nevertheless, the path of a traveling adventurer like yourself is unpredictable, and a broad knowledge of fighting styles is an admirable trait. Farewell, PapaNeeks, and best of luck on the remainder of your training.
Enough of that.
Alright, let's go talk to Wu.
Speak up.
PapaNeeks, is it? The High Elder's favored daughter? Yes, I remember you from the banquet. Don't expect any special treatment from me, young lady. You'll be working just as hard as the greenest Pandaran trainee here. Perhaps even harder.
Do I look like I would be the daughter of the High Elder? I'm a blood elf, not a Pandaran. Although, I will say, if they ever allow us to have Pandaran demon hunters, oh, I would be so happy. I'm not gonna lie. I would love seeing a Pandaran demon hunter.
Goodbye.
First things first, though. A proper trainee needs a proper weapon, and a scrupulous trainee builds his own, or at least gathers the materials. I have the Warglaves of Azeroth. What's your problem? The switches which grow nearby should suffice for any respectable weapon. You'll also need to shop for black walnut extract to treat the wood. While you're there, get some ale for, well, you know what ale is for.
White Tiger watch over you.
Okay, so this is funny. This is Yao the Collector. And here are his switches. So, I would love to have the option to just be like, hi, can I buy those from you? But apparently he doesn't sell them, so the thing is, you can just do this. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? You're stealing my inventory, aren't you? Don't make me stand up. I'll do it, I swear. I'm about to stand up. Here I go. Oh, who am I kidding? You are a wily one, thief. He just refuses to get up. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna stand up.
Greetings. Farewell.
Welcome. Jade Serpent guide you. Slow down. Until next time.
I will have a weapon prepared for you by the end of your training. Now, on to the real work.
Enough of that. White Tiger watch over you.
Some of our trainees have larger than normal appetites. We have occasionally had difficulty supplying enough food for all of them. In times like these, we have to ask for help. A kindly older woman who lives in a small house in the northwest has agreed to make some stew for us trainees. All you need to do is go and get it.
Goodbye. Until next
The black
time.
walnut extract that you purchased from Miss White Blossom is but one of many extracts we keep in stock for various applications. Blush leaf extract can be gathered from the flowers in the waxwood forest to the west. Several units can be extracted from one flower, but only those with calm nerves and steady hands can remove all of the extract from one flower.
Enough of that. White Tiger watch over you.
Oh, by the way. Oh, hold on. Let me catch it, because he says something kind of funny here.
Slow down.
If I can get it.
Goodbye. Enough of that. What do you need? White Tiger watch over you. Until next time. Speak up.
Here it is.
Do you know what happens if you slack off in all of your monastery classes? You become a groundskeeper. That's what happens. It's not all bad, though. I get my own broom.
Goodbye.
The greenwood sprites in the waxwood forest to the west pose no direct threat to us, that is true. However, their numbers have increased as of late, as have their wily antics. Part of our duty as wardens of this forest is to maintain the balance. Your duty is to do so by returning these sprites to the earth.
Enough of that. Goodbye.
Ooh, we'll go back and do that one as well. I forgot to go ahead and do that.
What do you need?
Might I ask a favor of you, trainee PapaNeeks? Before I came to the monastery, I was a stranger to battle. During my time as a trainee, I performed adequately, but I was never placed in any real danger. Now, as a graduate and a wage-earning guard, I am expected to protect this perimeter at all costs. I can handle greenwood sprites, but the tigers in the western waxwood are something different altogether. Would you mind taking care of them for me?
Until next time.
Alright, I guess I'll do your job. You don't want to do your job, so fine, I'll go ahead and do it for you. You know, it's not like, you know, I'm a accomplished demon hunter or anything that could also be able to kind of like, you know.
I'm out of range.
It's not like I have anything better to do or that I haven't accomplished other better things. But no, I'll go ahead and help, you know, do your job to actually go ahead and actually, like, take care of these tigers. The longer I do that, the more I can collect. And those meteors. I got Dark Pact, which is funny because the other Demon Hunter we're doing this on for the Alliance side has already got that early. It's amusing the order you get certain gems on certain characters. Like, I wasn't sure how that worked until I actually started doing this on multiple characters.
I need to get closer.
Like, before I did this playthrough, it was just my one druid, and then all of a sudden I did these, and I was like, oh! So, you don't get them in, like, any fixed order. It's always just very random and such. Gotcha. Interesting. Ah, there are more flowers.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to target something first. Too far away.
Here we go. Now to go take care of more of these tricksters. Which is yet another reminder that this is the kind of stuff that the Pandorans deal with.
I'm out of range.
These little sprites. Okay, that one got big. But just having to deal with these sprites that are causing mischief, you know? constant examples of them dealing with this stuff that we are helping them with. Because it's just, like, once again showing us this is what they usually normally deal with. And for our characters to have this, you know, understanding and realization after all that we went through, especially during the Cataclysm, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is what these people deal with. Did my son send you? There's plenty of stew to go around. Please help yourself. And now I am dragging it back. And I don't think I can actually... No, I can't, because I'm technically in combat. So I had to literally drag this giant cauldron of stew back to the monastery. It's a good thing I've got all this extra movement speed to make it faster. Because remember, more mastery means more movement speed. Hey everybody, I brought back some stew! Ah, you have no idea how glad I am to see you. Supervising is hungry work. Uh-huh.
Slow down. White Tiger,
I will see to it that this stew is distributed evenly and appropriately among the trainees. After I set some aside for myself, of course.
Goodbye. White Tiger watch over you.
And do not forget to wash your hands. Blush leaf stains forever.
Enough of that.
Thank you. The sprite's numbers will return in several days' time, but for now, the balance is maintained.
Until next time.
Ding. Soon I'll get collective anguish. Hello, Instructor Yang. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's let the guard know we did his job.
What do you need?
Oh, thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Enough of that.
What is your hurry?
Ah, greetings. You are becoming quite famous among the trainees here. I have already heard your name whispered several times, usually between the puffy and discolored lips of one of your sparring partners. I'm looking forward to working with you.
May your deeds live on in story.
Master Stonefist has trained you in the art of one-on-one combat. Now you will learn the art of one-on-many. How does 50 sound? Well, I am a demon hunter, so I can do plenty of AoE. Lower yourself into the ring of inner focus below, and then, when you're ready, set out this firework. My assistants will come at you several at a time. All you need to do is survive.
Keep the peace.
Enter the rumpus pit, and then set out the firework. Be prepared to fight several enemies at once. Anything can happen in the rumpus. Alright. Immolation just immediately took them out. Bring them all on, I say. I love having both a frost and a fire shield. Halfway there. Keep it up. I'm fine. I'm fine.
It's a good thing these trainees can't die. Instructor, can you send me an actual challenge, please? Send me a whole bunch of brutes. You're nearly done. All right. Congratulations, Victor of the Rumpus.
Hello.
Oh, your Demon Hunter fighting style is strong. Our trainees could learn much from watching you.
Stay focused.
And now to Instructor Zan. First you drink too much beer, and then you show up to the class late? Looks like you've already conformed to Pandaran culture. Let's begin.
Goodbye.
Perfection can be achieved through repetition. Every single student in the training arena below will eventually perfect his or her form, assuming they don't give up first. This is a fact. I encourage you to join them. As an honorary guest of the monastery, you are not required to perform the requisite 10,000 daily strikes. Simply follow the leader's example for a few minutes.
White Tiger watch over you.
Join the students in the block formation below and then follow the leader as they do. Okay. We're literally doing the... Let's get down to business. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? I'm waiting for him to make the calls. He's not doing it. I'm like, am I standing in the wrong spot? So we've got punch, kick, growl. And like, what? Oh, wait. Strikes here. Gotcha. Okay, I've got to be here first, it looks like. Oh, wait. I have to visually watch him. Okay. I was waiting for him to, like, verbally call it out, but apparently you're supposed to, like, just react to what he visually does. Although I guess I gotta be over here, maybe? I gotta do it at the right time as well. Somehow I'll make a man out of you.
Speak up.
This isn't your first time fighting, is it? Your form isn't perfect, but it is certainly practiced.
Until next time.
Your next test also involves concentration and attention. I want you to practice your abilities on the training bags in the pit below. The bags are hung in groups of 2. When I call out, left, attack the bag on the left. When I call out right, attack the bag on the right. If you fail to follow my simple directions, this task will become much harder. Now beat on those practice bags until they burst.
Goodbye.
I will yell out the commands for left and right. Pay close attention, Demon Hunter. Right! Left! Right! I may have cheated because of the gems.
Slow down.
You may not be a full-time trainee here, but do not let that keep you from learning anything. I can assure you, the ability to quickly switch targets will prove valuable in future fights. No kidding.
Until next time.
You have passed every test we prepared for you. It is now time for you to move on to bigger and better things, but not before another banquet. The High Elder will be waiting for you at the banquet grounds to celebrate your graduation from our monastery.
Enough.
We just had a banquet and we're gonna have another. Gosh, I love Pandaren society. We're gonna have another banquet because why not? More food and more brew.
You are most welcome.
Congratulations, PapaNeeks. While your traineeship was strictly honorary, your results were undeniably impressive. The young ones look up to you. Groundskeeper Wu had this prepared for you. Please, use it as you see fit.
Family.
3 cheers for PapaNeeks, 3 cheers and 3 beers!
Matter most.
Oh, my head. Oh. Oh, my head. I've got to stop drinking with Pandarans. Ugh. And so our time at the Tian Monastery has already come to a sad end. But don't worry. This will not be the last we see of some of them here, like Zhao, for example. We will see him again. So when we come back, let's go see what's going on with the sprites over here. Because apparently, there might be something going on with them over here. Stay tuned.